Hey, I'm DaniSurname and I just finished filming a video about Ferguson. There will be a link to that down on the floor. This is a video to show you what I saw at the protest that I went to yesterday. It was a protest against the injustice in the Ferguson case, in support and solidarity with the community of Ferguson and with Michael Brown's family. The atmosphere was incredible. There were speakers and speeches, and it was just great to see so many people standing against what is happening right now and what has happened. We listened to speeches, and there were representatives from different organisations against racism, against police corruption. There was a representative from the National Union of Students. There was a lot of chanting, and they distributed placards, and it felt like people were coming together against what is a huge injustice. I will say that I was only part of the protests earlier in the evening. I went to a show later on, a show about police corruption actually. So I wasn't part of the march to Trafalgar Square as much as I would have liked to be. However, I don't condone any of the violent acts like tearing down the fence or yelling at the police officers. I don't condone that. We were there as a peaceful protest. So just in case it had crossed your mind, I was only part of the peaceful protests and I wasn't part of any of the violence, and I don't condone any of the violence. Okay, that's enough of me talking. I'm now just going to show you clips from what happened yesterday.
My deepest sympathies go out to the family of Mike Brown. Not only have they lost a loved one, but following the grand jury's decision, they no doubt feel the strongest sense of injustice, which can only make the pain worse. A recent report has shown that in recent years, young black males in the US were 21 times more likely to be shot dead by police than their white counterparts.
And it's an obvious question, why are we standing here in the centre of London when what happened thousands of miles away? Well, friends, we would be here for the rest of the night if we went through the list of names of people in this country who have died at the hands of the police.
How much longer must we do this for, especially the black community? This is our struggle. This is our life. If we didn't struggle, each slave didn't struggle with the chains on the other one, behind the other one, and struggle to fight for justice, we'd still be there. But they're now bringing slavery in a different manner, where they're murdering us in cold blood.
Shame!
Shame on them! Shame on the system! Shame's on the presidents of the world that is allowing this. There just needs to be a political will to change justice. How can there be peace if there's no justice? No justice?
No peace!
No justice?
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
My condolences to the Michael Brown family. You are not alone.
We need to recognize that this isn't some far distant issue. We're not here only in solidarity with people in the US. We're in solidarity with the people who are suffering in this country, where there is no justice. He was lying. The jury said he was lying. How then can the jury say you have committed a lawful act? Who here is surprised that the grand jury in the US came out with a verdict that they did? Who was surprised? Who was surprised?
No one!
Because the reality is there is no justice. And we need to change this system. If people in America recognize, as they must do out of what has now happened, that the system that they have there is bogus and bring no justice and no benefit, that having a first African president has made no difference at all to justice we can get, then we must fight to change that system.
I'm passionate. I'm an ordinary mother like many people here. I saw Michael Brown's mother cry this morning and it brought me to tears, and I had to come out here. I'm an ordinary mother like everybody else, and I love my son. I brought up my son in this country to be a peace-loving citizen, and I expect him to respect the police, but the police ain't respecting us.
No!
I'm scared sometimes that my son goes out the road and I don't hear from him because I'm frightened that he's not going to come back. And this is not right. We need to fight.
We need to make it very clear, no more Michael Browns. No more Michael Browns, and we are going to keep this campaign going on.
And we have to make that known throughout the world. You know, no longer can we have people killing young black people with absolute impunity and the continued injustice of institutional racism. We can't rest until we end the killing, the slaughter of young black people in the United States and in Britain, and everywhere else there's a racist who thinks they can get away with it. So our message is very, very clear. No justice, no peace, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Racist police off our streets! Racist police off our streets! Racist police off our streets!
Hashtag justice for Mike Brown and also hashtag Ferguson. It makes a huge difference for them to know that they are being supported by people around the world.
Killer police off our streets! Killer police off our streets! Killer police off our streets! No justice, no peace! Jail racist police!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
So that's how the protest went, at least the protest in the earlier part of the evening. Obviously I don't have footage of the later part of the evening as I was somewhere else. I'm sure you can find footage for that if you're interested. Again, my love is with the family of Michael Brown and the Ferguson community at this time.